Welcome to Miss C's cottage, home of the Sun Bunny. I'm Miss C, and I am what I am, and that's all what I am. And I am eating taquitos for lunch, and I didn't get back in time to eat them, so I may take a bite once in a while, which is really rude, but I'm really hungry. Okay, let's plug the phone in because it was out all night. Okay, plugged. Just checking to see if anybody sent any new pictures. As you know, I love to see the pictures of the stuff that you do. Where's Diane Major? I haven't seen her for a while. I know I'm getting the mail. Okay. I want to show you what I made. I just finished him. He's a little Bonnie. Whoops. He's going to go on one of my blankets because the blankets that I make for Boggy Creek, for somebody by the beach, there's somebody by the woven fence, there's somebody in the meadow. Those 3 blankets, I I have crocheted bunny rabbits to go on them. And then that way they know that it's a Sun Bunny blanket. That doesn't show up real well, does it? Anyway, there he is, and he's just stinking cute. That's all there is to it. And I didn't put an eye, and I'm thinking about putting a tail here. She added a tail over here, which was okay. I don't know. Anyway, hello to Mimi, hello to Pebbles, hello to Barbara Clark, hello to Ginny. I'm glad you're feeling better, Ginny. There's my baby boomer, my baby girl, Kitty Lane. Marlene Young is here. Hello, Marlene. How are you doing today? And Leanie's here. And Sam is here. Sam, I got your playlist running in the background. Okay. Baby girl, I got something in the mail, and I have to tell you, I don't know what it is. So you're going to have to help me figure it out. Cece, hello, hello. And there's Lana Nana. And Barbara Clark. And Barbara Wriggles. Barbara Wriggle Baker. And Tracy Swan. Hello, hello, sweetheart. And Sujana's here. I love seeing all your faces come through the door. It brightens my day. And Rudy's here. Pray for belts and stars. I don't know what that means, Rudy, but I'm sure you do. And there's Len. Hello, hello. And Mary from the Crafty Corner. You guys need to go over to, I'm giving you 3 today. Go over to Sam's house. She's knitting and crocheting, so you can pick up lots of fun things from there. Go over to Len's house. He's still cranking out stuff, and he is amazing with the stuff that he cranks out. He boggles my mind with what he can do. And the third one is Kitty Lane, my baby boomer in the peninsula in Virginia. She is teaching us A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, and she just gave us P. I'm happy. Jeanette! I got all of Jeanette's snow people. Awesome, awesome. And Rachel, the thrifty crocheter, says, hope everyone's having a wonderful Wednesday. It's a wacky Wednesday. You sent a couple of emails. Okay, I'll look for them, bud. And Sugar's here. Hello, Sugar. Make sure I get everybody. Kayla Scroggins is here. Welcome, welcome, Kayla. I'm glad when you stop in or pop in, or both. And there is Marsha Lee. I love you, girl. And Yolanda's here. Hello, hello, Yolanda. And Deidre's here. Yay, the party can begin. You're home already. All right, so you get to spend the next hour with us. That'll be awesome, Deidre. You don't get to stay long very often. And Diana D. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Working on another baby blanket. You run out of yarn, you let me know. And Flower Tammy's here. And Jeanette's still recovering from being in the hospital. Okay. Wow, you are almost finished, Marsha Lee. Well, I'm glad you're feeling well enough to come into the cottage, all the way over here to the cottage today, Jeanette. Okay, let me give you updates. This is, you haven't seen this for a while because I hadn't worked on it for a while, but I have been working on it. And here is what it is. And I'm just putting the green edging on. I just got it on the corner. Because we start out with brown and then go to yellow and then that real pale green and then the I don't know, leaf green and then a dark green and then we go to an off white and then we start over again with brown, yellow, green, green, dark green, white, brown, yellow, green, green, dark green. I forgot the white, but there's the brown, the yellow, and the light green. Oh, and then we're going to the leaf green on the corner. So I think that's going to be real pretty. I love the colors in this. It's just bright and cheerful and I like it. I don't like it on the floor, but I do like it. Okay, and then this one, the sunflower influenced this daisy one. Ginny, you like that one? No, don't tell me Panda's here. And Jan, the Alaskan Crafter's here. Wow, I am honored. Woo-hoo! Ring the bell. Jan, it's a little early for you, huh? I'm so glad you're here. You can't have Sam. She's mine. Sam is mine. Anyway, the sunflower sparked this one. And I've gotten the blue on. Remember I told you I had that variegated blue? Well, that's the variegated blue. And it just worked out that the first one was the darker blue, and then the second row is a lighter blue. And then the next row, I put these puffs on for the white. White is my constant color. It's my base color. So here is week number 1, color for week number 2, the color for week number 3, and the color for week number 4. And I am ready for tomorrow for the color for week number 5 will go up here. But I think that's really, really coming along very nicely. I'm happy with that one. And this is the original Luck of the Draw blanket that Nan's Next Knots did. And there's my color for week number 4. There's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then you can see I've got my base color on ready for tomorrow. And this one last week was a variegated one. So I think that it kind of ties in with the other colors that I have. And then that one's coming out really nice too. I'm happy with that one. And the other 3 or 4, whatever I have, I didn't bring in because they're still hooked to yarn. And then we have this. This is a gift I got in the mail. And I'm not sure what it is. It looks like a scarf, the scarves that are twisted, but then it has this. And it has an armhole here, and it has an armhole here, but you can't put your arms in them. And you can't put your head in here. And Kitty, help! Barbara Clark, hello, hello, hello! And there's my Callie girl. And Jules is here. Hello, hello. Barbara, you go rake leaves if you need to. If I was you, I'd just let the wind blow over in the neighbor's yard and I wouldn't worry about it. It's 12:15 here, and that is Eastern Standard Time, spring forward. Yolanda, you didn't like your first one? Oh, good, Kelly. Nobody likes personal problems. Nobody likes to make them public because we all have our own dung. It's a shrug. It's like a poncho just covering the shoulders. It's a shrug. What is this hat for? $4.15. Oh my goodness. Well, you want a taquito? I have a bunch of them. They're really, really good. They're corn tortillas with meat, Mexican meat inside. They're really good. Your colors didn't work? You know, there's something special about blankets. Sometimes the perfect pattern and the perfect colors come together. It makes a perfect blanket. And other times it's just like, it's a disaster. So I understand what you're saying, Yolanda. Nino. The point goes down the front or back. Okay. So this See, I can't get in here. What am I doing? Okay, if I put the point down the front to cover my chest, this goes around my shoulders like this. Oh, sweetheart, I'm messing it up. I don't. All right. Well, that covers everything up. That's good. Because I sure couldn't figure it out. I gave it to Mr. Elmo, and he's like, "What is this?" I said, "Well, I was hoping you could tell me." We had so much fun with it. Excuse me. I had this part over my head, but you can't see out. And I thought, well, maybe this is an armhole, and then the other armhole is over here, but then you can't see anything, and I can't drop my arms, and I cut my hair, guys. What do you think? I just couldn't stand it. I came out and my hair was just like dog ears. It was bad. I love you, Nino. I really wasn't sure what to do with it, and so I just said, "Okay, I'm going to wait till I can talk to Kitty and find out because it's too beautiful. Look at it. This has got sparkly yarn in it, and the sparkle is the blue and turquoise. And she brings that up into the turquoise, and it's all so sparkly and beautiful. And I had absolutely no idea what it was. And it's too beautiful not to do something with it. I like this. I like this. Okay, now what's next? I am making, my sister in law comes over every Tuesday, and we've decided to make the hexagon cardigan. The She bought the pattern and bought a pattern for me. We're doing it together. Hey, Aisha, I have been missing you, sweetheart. I'm so glad you popped in the cottage today. It's so good to see you. Well, Kelly, I don't have a lot of work to do around here because everything is done for me pretty much. So I probably crochet, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours a day, maybe more, because if Mr. Elmo wants to go somewhere, I have a to-go bag that goes in the car, and it has a blanket in it. And I work on that blanket until I finish it, and then I give it away or put it away for future use. And I get another blanket out and put it in that bag in the car. And then, so I've always got something to work on because he loves to drive. And whenever we go somewhere, he never comes straight home. He always goes around the big block 2 or 3 times. So, oh, Deidre, it was a hoot. It was a hoot. He had it on, I had it on. We could not figure out what the heck to do with it. So I said, okay, I am just gonna I'm just gonna wait till I talk to Kitty because she knows. She's the one that made it. It's beautiful. I love this. Um Regina, hello, 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 you beautiful girl, you. Welcome to the cottage today, home of the Sun Bunny, and I really have one to show you. Oh, but I didn't show you her tail, did I? I looked and looked and looked, and I didn't have a tail for her until I found this. Now, Lou, look at that bunny, and you look at that tail. Is that not the perfect tail for that bunny? I love it. And it picks up all the colors in the bunny. This one goes to Connie for her birthday bash. I think it's this weekend, isn't it? Anyway, I'm going to hate to see it go. And Linda's here. Hello, hello, Linda. Yeah, I thought it was the perfect tail. I was going to put a red one in on. I thought, well, you know what? I got two yellow legs, a yellow and a gold, and an orange one, and this red one. I'll put a red one on. And I thought, no. Then what about the others? That'll be it just didn't work. So I found that tail, and it was like the perfect tail. Regina, no way. You still could be my girl. I just turned 78, so hope you're a lucky winner. I don't think we're giving away anything today, Margie, but I got purple variegated coming to you. Flower Tammy, I'm so glad you stopped in today. Um, she told us the letter P. Um, P was for pink, and I know that because it's the color of lipstick, pink, purple, and pretty, pretty. And I said, "What about popcorn?" She said, "Okay, I'll do popcorn for you." Oh, the Sun Bunny at Connie's birthday party. Yeah, this one is I think it's pretty. I don't know. I think it's a jelly bean. Anyway, it's the one we did the tutorial on. I think he came out really cute. Can you see him? No, you can see him now. Over here. Okay. He's peeking at you. 11:27. It's 12:27 here, Rudy. Okay, today I told you that I would give you trips and ticks. You don't get any ticks. You get tricks and tips. And this is March. And what do we got? We're doing, oh, I started to tell you this and got carried away. My sister-in-law and I are both doing the hexagon cardigan. And so it says to start out with like you would a granny square with your 4 doubles, double crochets, 4 clusters, and then you do another round and you keep increasing until you get to row 7. And it's a 2-row repeat, similar to this, where you do a row of doubles and then you do a row open and then you do a row of doubles and you do a row open. And when you get to row 7, the instructions say measure from excuse me, I am so sorry. It's a hexagon, so you've got 6 sides, but it says measure from here out, and you should have a certain amount. And then measure each side, and you should have a certain length. Except for one side, which is the decrease side, and that's going to be your sleeve. And so we went to row 7, and now I have to back up because I was doing it with a number 3 and a 4.5 hook. And my sister-in-law was following the directions with a size 4 yarn and a size 6 hook. And we got to row, I don't know, 4. And she said, yours looks awfully small. And I said, well, I'm using a 3-weight yarn. Well, that's not going to fit you then. I said, well, then I'll just go to a bigger size. Well, that's not going to work. So I said, okay, well, then I'll go get some 4-weight yarn. So I came out and I had gotten the Vortex from Joann's. It's a 4-weight, one of my favorite colors. It's 100% acrylic. And there is 328 yards. So 3, 6, 9, 12. I had plenty to do the cardigan. So for her, I got a size 6 hook and I started making the cardigan. And yesterday when she came over, we both got to row 7. We both got our measuring tapes out and we measured, and both of us were too big. So I said, well, I'll just use a smaller hook. And she's like, you can't. And I said, yeah, I'll just go down a hook size and then I should be okay. But she said, but it's going to be. And I said, she's a knitter, okay, and she doesn't always understand crochet. So I said to her, that's okay. It's going to be under the armpit. Nobody's going to see it anyway. And if anybody does mention it, I'll just tell them that that's my underarm pouch to carry my cigarettes in. I thought she was going to fall out of the chair. I don't smoke. I haven't ever smoked in my whole life. She said, that's not going to work. So I said, okay. Let me get the instructions and I'll see what they say to do in case it comes out the measurements are wrong. So I'm reading along and it says, if you measure and your project is too large, use a smaller hook. And then restart the hexagon. I'm like, ugh. If it's too small, use a larger hook and redo the hexagon. Like, okay, I give up. We're taking these out. We're going down a hook size. Try it again. I did not want to take out 7 rounds because it's not that it's difficult. Okay, it's not a difficult pattern. It's time consuming because you have to count every row and make sure that you have the right number of double crochets, or on your open rows, the right number of open spaces, your chain 1 open spaces. Isn't it pretty? It's going to make a pretty cardigan. I did not want one this big because this is a number 4, and I did not want one this. I live in Florida. I wanted a 3-weight, and I'm still making the 3-weight yarn with a 4.5 hook. And if I have to keep going until it's the right size, I'll keep going, because as far as I can read, you do the same 2 rows over and over again till you get to a certain point where where I think you lengthen the body. But you can crochet anything, any size. So I'm still going to do it with the 4.5. Ah, my Bonnie girl's here, and Sally Stevens. Hello, hello. And Deidre came in. Yes, yes, they did. 3 great yarns: the Vortex, the Jelly Bean, and I put Menagerie away yesterday. So, the Menagerie is lovely. I've given a lot of Menagerie away on Sundays because it's a 3-weight yarn, but it's very, very pretty. Just, I love the colors, variegated colors. Bonnie, you stay on them. We need all the thumbs we can get. Yeah, it's always frustrating to frog, especially since there's one side which winds up being the arm, and you need large, large, but for the arm you need to decrease, and so every other row it decreases. And the way it decreases actually is pretty smart. The way it decreases is you do your double crochet, and then in this chain 1 space, this double crochet, and this chain 1 space, you do incomplete doubles, and then they all go together into 1 stitch. And then you do your double crochet. So you've got 1, 2, 3 instead of 5. And every other row you decrease that. Oh, the crystal cakes. The crystal cakes have that halo on them, don't they? That's why. This is not it, Bonnie. This is my luck of the draw blanket. And I have not pulled out the other blanket yet. I'm not going to change anything on the blue 4-weight, but I am going to pull this one out and start over. This is just so pretty. And these are my colors. These are my colors, the blues and the turquoise. Yeah, these are my colors. This has got a little bit of green in it, and some teal in the turquoise, and just a hint of gold, enough gold in there to make it look green. Very, very pretty. Okay. When you're doing, let's see if I Let's see if I can get this. When you come to a corner, okay, when you're where would you be able to find it? Deidre, hang on a minute. I was going to have a whole list of fun tricks and tips to tell you. I have two. So let me head out and I'll come right back and I'll let you know because it's really cool. All right, I'm coming down the steps. Oh, coming down the hallway into the cottage and back in place. It is called Make and Do Crew is the group who did it. And it is called the Day Date Cardigan by the Make and Do Crew. It's like a big, easy boyfriend sweater. It's just big. Oh, Kelly, I would help you. And the pattern is really well written. She gives measurements for sizes up to a 6 and 7X, so it fits a multitude of sizes. And there's a lot of overlapping warnings or concerns. Please check your gauge by following the instructions after round 7 to ensure that your sweater fits. And that's on the very supply page. And then there's a glossary of terms and tells you if you don't want to crochet alone, you can go in and crochet with them. Overall pattern notes and how to start your main hexagon. And then here is your instructions. And rows 3 and 4 are the ones that you can continue doing. When you get down here to row 7, you measure. And it says the center of the hexagon to the edge of one side, which is your radius, should be just under 4 inches. Mine was just over 5 inches. So she made me use the 6 hook. I never use a 6 hook. 5.5 is all I go. Make several sides, measure several sides of the hexagon, and each side should measure approximately 7 inches, except for side 1, and that's the one that you've decreased on. And then from there, you go to round 20, which is a repeats of 3 and 4. And then if you're doing extra small, you stop there. If you're doing the larger sizes, it tells you how many more rounds of both 3 and 4 to continue. And then there's your extensions for the bottom of your sweater. And then you start over with the other half. And the bottom, and the ribbing, and then the collar and the wrist ribbing. It's all in here, how to finish it up. And the best part that I like about it is here's how to start your cardigan. And here are your 3 double crochet decreases. I mean, it's all mapped out for you very well, whether you read a pattern, whether you rather look at the chart. Here's what your pieces should look like when you get to that spot. Here's what you it'll ruffle or ripple because it's a hexagon, and so it's bigger on the outside than it is, so that you can fold it over and make your sleeves. So actually, if you take a look at it and you think 6, you've got 1, 2, this is one side, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then the other side is 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's your cardigan. And it's lovely. And from there, she shows you how to do that triple double crochet decrease. She shows you how to add the extensions to the arms and to the bottom. How to seam it together when you get to the shoulders. It's just really, she has done an amazing job putting this together. I really, really like this pattern. And I didn't see this before. How to do the pocket. This is what I didn't see though. She shows you everything with nice pictures and shows you everything. Here, included in the pattern, are pieces of paper that you can pin to each of your sides so that you don't get confused on which side is side out of the 6. Bonnie's got to go. Too much to do today. I love you too, Bonnie girl. I'm sure we're getting everybody's thumbs up there. Hello, Ellie. Ellie, I've got some things to send to you. Lydia. This is really something. You don't have to do it yourself. You can just cut these apart. You know, as a teacher, a 3-year-old teacher, I love to cut and paste. So, and then she gives you some ideas for additional patterns that she has if you want to continue on. But that's what it's called, the Day Date Cardigan. It's an oversized, lightweight cardigan. Comes together almost like a magic trick. 2 simple hexagons transformed into an on-trend sweater, complete with cozy pockets. I love my pockets. And roomy bishop sleeves. Now, bishop sleeves means that they're big, and then they come together at the wrist, and then there's a wristband. Bishop sleeves are big. If you don't like a big sleeve, then you might need to alter that in the beginning. Because it's built from 2 large hexagons, you carry it as you work and avoid most of the shaping and seaming that comes with typical sweaters. It's perfect for the less experienced crocheters looking to make a super wearable first garment, or a more advanced maker who wants an easy, satisfying project that's different from the same old cardigan pattern. Very, very nice. I like it. I do like it. And here's my beginning. That is too big. This is just over 5 inches. And this side is 9, should be 7, and it's 9 inches. So here's what you do. You fold this in half, and this becomes, let me do it this way. This becomes the front of your sweater, the side of your sweater, and the back of your sweater. And look what happens when you fold it in half. This is your shoulder. And this becomes your arm. Doesn't that look like a little sweater? You could stop right there and make a baby sweater. Except that it's too big. So I think I'm just going to keep going with my little hexie. Because from the center out, it's just under 4. Just under 4. And from side to side, on the side that has not been decreased, it is 7 inches. I'm making this one, but I'm not going to tell her I'm making that one because I don't want to hurt her feelings. I'll just show up one day. I wanted to show you this. It's mushrooms. I found it at the dollar store and I had to buy it, but the pot was really ugly. It was this kind of yellowy. So I got out one of Elmo's acrylic paints and I painted it lime green because you know my cottage is white and lime green and black. And I wanted to show you that. And the phone's ringing and it's not time yet. We've got 10, 11 minutes. My sister-in-law's mother, Lois, crocheted a lot. And she made blankets for Lioness. I can't get that one, but I'll listen on the replay because Mr. Elmo's out in the barn with his son. They're playing trains today. Oh, so squirrely. My sister-in-law's mother was a crocheter. Her sister is not, but her mother was, and had, as we all do, a considerable amount of yarn. Jan's back from working. Hey, Gwen. Hello, hello. Yeah, on that, mark your sleeve side, and you do your first double crochet, and then the next one you do incomplete double crochets over the chain 1 space, the double crochet, and the next chain 1 space, and those 3 become 1 stitch. And then because this was the chain 1 space, then you go back to a double crochet. So you're turning 5 into 3, and that's how to decrease that. Okay, so back to Lois. She had quite a stash, and she passed away about 1.5 years, 2 years ago now. And my sister Susie is just getting back into cleaning things out. And because when someone passes, you don't want to get rid of their stuff. It's like erasing them. So you keep them for a while, and then after a while, you've got all the good memories in your head and you don't need the clutter that they left behind. So you go through it and you keep the memorable, sentimental, collecting things that you need, and the rest you pass on. Well, she brought over several totes of yarn and kits from Annie's Attic and I think Hirschner's maybe, to Darlene, my sister-in-law. And Darlene started to go through them and found this one and said, no way am I ever going to do that. So she brought me the Annie's kit on how to crochet socks. I have knitted a pair of socks, but I've never crocheted socks before. And these are green. And there's a little bit of purple in there. A light green and a dark green, or is that black? No, that's a dark green and white. So it's perfect for St. Patrick's Day. So I think I'm going to try these because I've never crocheted. How hard can it be to crochet a pair of socks? Sam, how hard can it be to crochet a pair of socks? Oh, Jenny, what a bummer. But you can get a lot of crocheting done. Dee! Dee, I heard you got a visitor. Did she make it down safely? Yeah, I've made booties, but I've never. I knitted a pair of socks. There was a local yarn shop in Gainesville, not too far, oh maybe 20 minutes from the house, and she's going back. Very hard, Sam. Give me a break. It's not hard to crochet, is it? It doesn't look hard to crochet. Are you teasing me? Bob? Who's Bob? Wow, I missed out something. So is Dory's come and gone? I took a class at that local yarn store, and I made a pair of socks, and I like them very very much. But I've never done. Oh, Bob, that Bob. I was thinking about Bob the Builder. Can we do it? Yes, we can. Can't you use different colors? I've been telling myself that one day I want to learn to crochet socks. Try the pattern, and you can teach me one day while we're having lunch. All right, that's a Ginny and I go to lunch every week, every month, once one week every month, and because we live like half an hour, 45 minutes away from each other, so it just worked out. Patterns are easy to follow, but the socks are rarely sock-like. This looks like it might be sock-like. I think I'd put more in the heel. Uh, I think I'd put more in the heel, but I don't know. Bob Hope came to my mind. That's because you and I are older. Unique Amazing Stripes is here. Hello, hello, sweetheart. I'm always glad. You know what? My lights go up a notch when you come in. You bring brightness with you. You can make slipper socks with small yarn. Yeah, never crocheted a sock. Paula, I have not either. So maybe we'll do that on the show one time, huh? You can make slipper socks. Sock yarn is a 2 or 3 weight. I think it's a 2 weight yarn, actually. Kim G is here. And Lulu. Lulu, you guys must be coming in from somewhere else, huh? Yeah, it's about time to go, guys. Would you like me to teach you to make a sock? I will not teach you how to make a sock, but I'll do a make along. If you guys want to make a sock, I'll do here's what I'm doing, but I won't tell you how to do it. I'll just tell you what I'm doing. You can listen and follow if you want. I don't want to get in trouble. This is an Annie's Hook and Needle Kit Club. So I don't know whether, because the pattern's been bought, whether I can share it or not. Some of you in the chat maybe might know that. Can I Can I do this as a crochet along? Without getting in trouble from Annie, or is there copyright stuff? It's simple. You need a 5mm and a 5.5 hook, about 250 yards of white, about 100 yards of your two would be on this one, the dark green and the light green. And then of the purple on this one, your third color, it's an accent, you just need 50 yards. So scrap yarn. It's single crochets. And it says to you to use a foundation single crochet, which I don't know if you guys know how to make foundation single or double or half double crochets, but I can show you that. I do know that. One size fits most feet. 8 single crochets equals 2 inches, and 5 single crochet rounds equals 1 inch. And it tells you how to do everything, and here's your abbreviations. Oh, and it's got knit in there too if you wanted to knit it. How about that? Well, look at that. And here's the difference between the crocheted one and the knitted one. See, the heel's a little bit bigger on this one? And this checkerboard actually looks like a checkerboard, not a bunch of popcorn. Okay. All right, guys. Got 1 minute to go. You know I love you all. We will be praying. Susan Burke, Michelle M. Okay, guys. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May he make his face shine upon you and give you peace. And may he wrap you in his wings and keep you safe from all the storms in life until I see you again on Friday. I love you all so very much, and I so appreciate you coming into the cottage. I miss your smiling faces when you don't come. That's why I get so excited when I see your name pop up or your face pop in. Because I hate losing any of my friends. I don't care about the thumbs. I don't care about the numbers. I don't want to get monetized. It's not that. It's just seeing your face in the chat. That's what I care about. And I love you all. And I'll see you Friday.